Hey guys, it is the content list, of course, for the Van Houten event. So, this is a video I do for every major event, if you're not familiar with it. Basically, all I'm doing is going through all the new content we've received. I do not go through any of the old content, so if there's something you got in a mystery box and you're like, hey, you forgot about that, it's because I don't go through that. I just go through the new content that we got. And basically, I will be reviewing each individual item. Obviously, I've talked about them mainly in detail through my act reviews, so it's only going to be brief. But this is just more of a guide for what new things we got. And then at the end of the video, I'm just going to close my thoughts off, give you my general opinions of this update as a whole, as it obviously comes to an end, I think next week. So, let's get into it, starting off with the characters. So we got, of course, many characters here. First, starting off, we've got Annika, as I'm apparently saying it wrong, so I'm going to say it ridiculously wrong. I was thinking of calling it Annika, I don't know, Annika anyway. So yeah, this is the start character. She kind of leads the event at the start, and then it kind of gets handed off to a few other characters, but it starts off with her anyway. And I think overall she's pretty cool. Of course, she is the Act 1 prize. You unlock this right at the very start of the event. Moving on, we have Grandma Van Houten. Of course, you unlock her in Act 3. Very, very cool. Glad that we've got her, although I'm very annoyed that we did not get her house, as I've kind of said in my reviews. Then we got Kirk Medeus Van Houten. Of course, this was the Act 1 premium character. He's okay, I guess. He's decent overall, I would say. Then we have Milhouse. Again, I think this one was pretty decent as well. Decent enough character. Again, this was another premium. This is the Act 2 premium, and he came with the Discover Vancouver bus. Then we've got Milford Van Houten. This was the Act 3 prize. And of course, he came with the Sarsaparilla tree. Of course, this is one of Milhouse's ancestors. And also technically a Simpsons like relative, as in like he's their great aunt's husband. So it's like he's technically the Simpsons great uncle, I guess, technically. Something like that. I don't know how many greats it is exactly. Not off the top of my head. But he is also, of course, Milhouse's great something too. So great grandfather. So yeah, very, very cool to get him. Moving on, we have Grandpa Van Houten. Grandpa Van Houten is, of course, Kirk's father. Of course, Grandma Van Houten is Kirk's mother. We've already got Nana Sophie Mussolini in the game, so that's Luann's mother. But this is Grandpa Van Houten. Very awesome to get him too. Of course, he comes with his RV, and he is the Act 4 premium. Then we have Secretary Van Houten. This was the Gills deal. Again, another premium, and he came out in Act 3. So this is basically an older Milhouse when he was, I believe, like he's Lisa's secretary of something anyway, when she's president. And also he is obviously Lisa's husband. So yeah, very awesome to get him too. And then finally, the final character we got was the Muscular Milhouse. Now this was available basically in store right from the start of the event, and he came with the truckload of 300 donuts. And I don't like this character, mainly because he comes with a truckload of 300 donuts. I really dislike it when they do this, because it kind of ruins it. And I feel like I kind of defend Tapped Out a lot from like other mobile games, because a lot of people kind of like assume things of Tapped Out because it's a freemium game. They assume like it's all the rest, where I mean, I don't think Tapped Out is great. Like it's not perfect, as in like they've never done really scummy things, but I think at least it's a step above most mobile games, most freemium mobile games, because it gives players the option to actually earn donuts in the game. Like, for example, XP farming, they never crack down on that, which I applaud them for, because it actually means that there's a legitimate way to earn donuts, and therefore a legitimate way to actually get premium characters without actually paying real life money. So if you grind enough, you can actually get this stuff, and I like that. But this kind of the store stuff really ruins that. Like, you can't do that at all, and it's a bit of a disservice to both premium players and non-premium players, because people who buy donuts, say if you bought donuts the last update and now you can't get this item, that's annoying. And for people who just grind the game loads to get donuts, they can't get this item either unless they spend money. So I just think it's a disservice to both types of players, really. So yeah, that's why I dislike this thing. But everything else, I think I'm fairly cool with. Maybe Secretary Van Houten is a little and Milhouse is a little like they're not. I'm not crazy about those characters, but all the rest I'm definitely cool with. Moving on, we have costumes. Starting off, we have Cool Millhouse. This one's pretty decent. I think it's got some cool animations. The questline's pretty decent as well. I like this one a lot, actually. I think this is definitely the better out of the two. And then we obviously have Italian Millhouse. I wasn't a massive fan of this one. I think it was a little cruddy, really. It was I would say it's a mediocre costume at best, to be honest. But it's still okay, I guess. So yeah, then we of course have buildings. So to start off, we have Nana Sophie Mussolini's Vineyard. Very, very cool to get this one. It looks nice. It's going to be easy enough to decorate. Awesome. Then we have Springfield's Little Italy. Again, also pretty cool. Nothing too complex with the buildings. Would have been nice maybe to get 2 more rows of buildings, I think. But apart from that, that's my only kind of minor complaint, and it's a minor complaint at that. But yeah, so overall, I quite like the Springfield's Little Italy. And then finally, we have Van Houten's Villa, which is pretty damn cool. I like it. It's a cool little looking mansion villa thing. But the one complaint I have is all these buildings are cool and all, but there's not very many, and I think they definitely could have given us more. Even if they loosely tied things in, like I talked about Donna's Party Supplies, right, which is a Simpsons Springfield Mall building that's in the show. Like Donna's Party Supplies, yeah, it wasn't seen in the episode where Millhouse has all that birthday stuff, but you could tie that in very easily to this act and give us another building. And yeah, sometimes I feel like Tapped Out like has this issue, right, where sometimes it restricts itself to its theme, and it's like, we're not going to leave this theme, and that kind of like it ruins it. But then sometimes they're so wishy-washy with the theme that it ruins the update as well. Like they need to find a middle ground, and it's a similar thing which happened in the Simpsons wrestling update, right? They were like, okay, we're just giving wrestlers, we're not going to give any of the characters, so we purely got wrestlers, right? Where they could have definitely given us like Bill and Marty or anyone really. I mean, they're the ones I always go to, but there's probably more they could have given us. I can't think of any off the top of my head, but they could have like just integrated some characters that loosely make sense. Whereas like they've also got updates. For example, like Gamer Games 2, when they gave us Huge Ass, like what the hell was Huge Ass doing in that update? And cool, we got him, but what the hell was he doing in that update? He had absolutely no relation to it. Like this is what I mean. Like it's just crazy. Sometimes they restrict themselves too much, and sometimes they're just too loose with stuff. So yeah. Moving on, we have decorations. Lots of decorations. So we got the Go-Go Ray for a start. I like this one a lot, although the actual decoration itself isn't great. It does come with a brand new animation, which is very cool. We've got and also they kept referencing it in the questline. That was really odd. Did anyone else think that was a bit weird? They kept referencing it in the questline. Anyway, then we got the Millhouse Balloon Archway, nice and bright. Love it, and you don't even have to just use it for Millhouse because it just says happy birthday, so you can use it for anyone. Then you got the Millhouse Bounce House, which looks just incredibly weird, but I love it. The Millhouse Squishy Machine is pretty decent as well. I like this. The Galetto Stand, yeah, I like it. The Shoalback Table, I'm a little on this just because it's kind of hard to see and it's kind of an interior, so it's a little weird. It just doesn't look right. I don't think I'm gonna. It's not an amazing decoration, is all I'm trying to say. It's like, I'm kind of indifferent about it. Same with the Millhouse Chinese Dragon. I'm kind of indifferent about it. It's okay, I guess, but it's a little weird, I guess, to decorate. The Millhouse Pool and Zipline. I really like this. Looks cool. It's huge. Looks funny as hell. Great. The Millhouse Scooter. Again, it's just mediocre, really. It's okay. I'm glad we got it at least. The Solvang Air, really cool decoration, really awesome, looks just great. Why couldn't they make this a building though? I feel like they could have got away with making this a building, and I would have been cool with it. Like if this was a building, I would have been fine with it, really. Yeah, bit disappointed they didn't make it a building. I guess though, if they made it a building, then it would have been in an act with. It would have, been in that act, and there would have been 3 buildings. So maybe that was the reason. But they definitely could have made this a building, and I would have been cool with it. I would have let them slide on it. We have the Discover Vancouver bus. Really awesome. I think this one looks cool, big, huge, great. My only complaint about all of these things is the tree, the van, the RV, and the Marine One is they're all too expensive with their respected characters. So we get the Vancouver bus with, of course, Milhouse for 150. I just think it's a bit it's too pricey, right? We're getting a decoration and a character, so I don't think the decoration should basically knock down the price, surely. So that's my only kind of complaint. But anyway, it's cool. Grandpa's Van Houten's RV, it's like mediocre. It's fine, I guess, but it's nothing amazing. Marine One, again, it's fine. I'd probably say it's the better. I'd say it's decent to get it, but weird that we didn't get the White House. I feel like they're saving the White House for something. I'm hoping they save it for George Bush Sr., because I'm really hoping that they do like some sort of special 4th of July event, like sometime in the year, maybe a few years, obviously, because he died fairly recently. So maybe if they leave it a bit of time, maybe they give us George Bush as like this big kind of thing. Maybe they could be nice to him and give him a nice little tribute or something. And then finally we have the sarsaparilla tree, as I can barely say it, probably saying it wrong, for 150 donuts. Then of course came with Milford Van Houten. It's fine, I guess. It's nothing crazy, nothing to go crazy about, but nothing like bad. It's just another tree, really. And then we had 2 consumables in this update. The first one being the Van Houten's mystery box, which is very cool. It's always cool to get a mystery box. And the second is the Van Houten mystery box token. And again, my only complaint is it pretty much is with every update, whatever happens. My only complaint about the mystery box token is, why can't we get the mystery box token combined with a prize? But I won't subject you to that argument again. So yeah, that ends everything. So that concludes the update for the Van Houten's event. So what are my general opinions of this update? Well, I think this update is good. I do think it's a good update. I don't think it's a bad update. I don't think it's an amazing update for sure, but I really appreciate, the one thing I really appreciate about this update is they finally done, they have done them in the past, I guess, but they've finally done like a whole big event based around like one character and his family. I love it. This is what I want, because this is what they've got to do. If they want to do like really cool events in the future, I'm hoping they do like a character-based event a year. That would be really awesome. I think there's plenty of potentials, right? I think they could do one for Arpoo. Just imagine Arpoo here. They could do one for Arpoo. I've got a video about that coming out soon. A bit of a spoiler, but that one is in the works. They could do one with Ned Flanders. Just imagine Ned Flanders right here. Easily enough, they could do a Ned Flanders one. Plenty of stuff for him. They could even do a Simpsons one. I think there's actually, I'm going to argue, there's plenty of Simpsons family members, and, you know, you could cross over with Bouvier as well. You could do like a Simpsons / Bouvier, so you could have, I don't know, like Clancy Bouvier stood here. You could do one of them. I'm trying to think what other ones. I think that's all I got for now, like in terms of big characters that I can think off the top of my head. I would say probably Cletus, but I feel like buildings would be pretty scarce, but there's plenty of characters there you could do for a Cletus one. But yeah, like I really hope they do this, man. I really hope that they do some character-based updates in the future. So yeah. Anyway, that is it for my event idea for my content list for the Van Houten's update. I hope you enjoyed. Tell me if you got everything. Tell me what you missed. The only thing I missed was the Muscular Millhouse. I'll get it at some later date probably. I'm just not paying like 20 quid for that at the minute. I don't have the money. But yeah. So anyway, tell me your thoughts. Like I said, and I shall see you in the next one. Thanks for watching as always. Goodbye.